What can a piece of art tell us about history? How do we unlock its story? How do we find clues in the art that might help us understand what the artist wants us to know? In this case, about the role Indigenous veterans have played in Canada's military history.
I'm Anthony Blair Dreaver Johnston. Right beside me is a painting called Dreaver. It honors Chief Joseph Dreaver of Mistawasses in Saskatchewan. Joseph Dreaver is my Grandpa Joe. He was a very brave soldier and much more. Let me tell you more about him. He was born in 1891 on now what's called Mistawasses in Saskatchewan. Grandpa Joe had 6 children, including my mother. 4 of those children, including my mother, served in World War II. He joined the Canadian Expeditionary Forces in March 1916. He was a sapper and served in Belgium and France, and he was awarded the Military Medal for bravery in the field. He came home safe, but his brothers, Frank and William, did not. When World War II began, Grandpa Joe joined the Veterans Guard of Canada, where he served for 4 years, and he actively recruited young people from Mistawasses and other First Nations to enlist in World War II. After his military service, he worked hard to serve Mistawasses and Cree people of Saskatchewan. He was chief of Mistawasses for about 40 years. He was a founder and senator for what's now called the Federation of Sovereign Indigenous Nations in Saskatchewan. Grandpa Joe died in 1978. He was an amazing man that inspired all people around him.
Now let's take a closer look at the painting and try to unlock its meaning. It was created by Saulteaux Cree artist Mike Holden. He selected each element in the painting to tell an important part of Joseph Dreaver's story. See how Chief Dreaver is looking up? That shows his strength, and you can also see that he was a proud man. He's wearing war paint. The artist used that symbol to show that his family and his community blessed him. He also used bold lines, primary colors, and severe angles to show that Dreaver was a warrior. Now let's look at the headdress. It represents Dreaver's twin roles as Chief of Mistawasses and as someone who served in the Canadian military. A war bonnet must be gifted to the wearer. Only someone who is a true leader can wear one. What do you think the medals mean? First, they show that he was recognized for his bravery and his service, but they also show Dreaver's dual role as a soldier and as a person who worked hard for his people. And the heart? The heart is one of the most powerful parts of being a human. It is a symbol of how Dreaver served to protect his people. The artist also chose a heart to symbolize Dreaver's forgiveness of the way many Indigenous soldiers were treated when they came home. Finally, let's look at the Canadian flag. Can you see how the artist has partly hidden it from view? He has done this to show that Dreaver was patriotic at a time when Indigenous peoples were not given the same rights as other Canadians. More than 12,000 First Nations, Inuit, and Métis men and women served in Canada's military during the First World War, Second World War, and Korean War. They bravely filled a variety of important roles in all branches of service. Many were given medals for their bravery. Many also lost their lives. The proud tradition of Indigenous military service has continued across Canada's history. As members of the Canadian Armed Forces, Indigenous men and women in uniform are still standing up for peace and freedom around the world today.
When I look at this picture, it tells stories to me about the life of my Grandpa Joe. Before he served in World War I, during and after both World Wars. And it's not just his life, it's the life of all Indigenous people across Canada that served their country and served the Crown.